Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Tutorial by Sir Raymond. My name is Mr. Jem Raymond Chen, Master Teacher 2 from Escalante Central Elementary School. Click like and share if this video tutorial helps you. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated for my future tutorial. For your suggestions, especially on the topic for my next tutorial, please leave your comment below. Hope you learned something in my video lessons for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Stay home and stay safe. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope everybody is fine and safe. Welcome to our mathematics class. And our lesson for this time is to find the base in a given problem. Last time class, we've discussed how to find percentage and how to find rate or percent in a given problem. This time, let us discuss how to find base in a given problem. By the way, what do we mean by base? Base is the amount representing 100%. It is the whole from which a percent is taken from. So, ibig sabihin class, ang one whole piece or ang one whole quantity ay ang tinatawag nating base. And it is represented by 100%. And it can be solved using this formula. Base is equal to percentage divided by rate. Para mas madali mong maintindihan class at maalala kung paano i-solve ang base, you can use again the Tichan triangle. This line represented by division and this line is represented by multiplication. Since our concern here is to solve for the base, then the base will be solved using this formula. So, yung percentage na yan, class, i-divide lang natin sa rate. So, ito yung napakadaling paraan, class, para maalala mo kung paano i-solve yung base. Again, this is a Tichan triangle. I already introduced this for the last two lessons na take up natin. Okay, let us solve this problem. 12 is 25% of what number? Of course, para malaman natin kung ano ang missing ng problem na to, let us identify what are given in our problem. What do we mean by 12 here, class? 12 stands for, yung clue mo dyan ay ang is. Diba? So, nakaraan, sinabi ko, kapag ang katabi ng is, usually that is, very good, that is percentage. So, 12 here is percentage. And obviously, dahil may sign siya, obviously, 25% is your rate. So, ang ibig sabihin, class, ang base ang nawawala. Ang kabuuan or ang whole ang ating isosolve. Yung 25%, class, can be written also as 0.25. No? So, kasi magsosolve tayo later on, we will use this number, no, para makuha natin yung tamang sagot. We are to solve for the base here, and for us to do that, let us use this formula. Base is equal to percentage divided by rate. So, let us substitute, class. Yung percentage natin ay, of course, that is 12, and then over rate, which is 0.25. Okay? So, of course, let us solve now 12 divided by 0.25. Now, can we proceed to our solution using this given data here, class? Yung divisor natin is decimal and our dividend here is whole number. No, we cannot proceed to our solution because our divisor here is decimal. Now, when we manually compute, no, division, class, we have to make sure that our divisor is whole number. So, ibig sabihin, class, dapat yung number na humahati or yung divisor nga natin na tinatawag, dapat whole number ito para mas madali siyang isolve manually. No? Hindi tayo gumagamit ng calculator or whatever device. Kung gumamit tayo ng calculator, of course, we can solve it directly. Pero, kung nagmamanual tayo ng pag-solve, using pen and paper lang, make sure that our divisor is whole number. So, kinakailangan maging whole number muna ito, no, bago tayo makaproceed sa ating solution. And how do we do that? paano maging whole number yung 0.25 or yung 2500ths natin? Yes, dapat matransfer yung decimal point na to dito. 'Di ba? How many decimal place value do we need to move? Yes, dalawa. Ito class, 1 tsaka 2. Since nag-move tayo ng dalawang decimal place value dito class, yung 12 naman, i-move din natin yung decimal place ng whole number ng divisor natin. So, ito yung decimal point natin class kapag naka-whole number yung 12. So, i-move din natin ito ng dalawang beses or dalawang decimal place value just like we did here. So, we have 1 and then 2. Okay? So, i-transfer natin yan dyan. And of course, add tayo ng 0. Okay? Please take note with the step class, no? Ito yung kadalasang ginagawa kapag base na ang ating kinukuha, no? And then, yung decimal point ng 0.25 dito, class, ita-transfer din natin dyan. Yan. So, para hindi ka malito, pwede mong isulat ng bago sa iyong papel ang new number na isosolve mo. So, yung 12 class, magiging 1,200 na yan. At saka yung 0.25, magiging 25 na. Don't worry, class. Kahit ganito na ang ating number na i-divide, still, parehas lang ang resulta kung magdi-divide tayo ng original problem talaga natin na 12 divided by 0.25. Ginawa lang talaga nating whole number ito para maging madali sa atin sa pag-solve, no? Kasi we are using pen and paper sa pag-solve or pag-divide ng mga numbers na to. Okay? So, 1,200 divided by 25, of course, yung 12 hindi pwede. So, diretso tayo sa 120 class. So, 120 na muna ang i-divide natin sa 25. At ang resulta niyan ay 4. And then, 4 times 25 ay 100. So, yung 120 sa itaas, isa-subtract natin sa 100. At ang 120 minus 100 ay magiging 20 na lang. Of course, may 0 pa dito na i-bring down. And then, after bring down, we divide. 200 divided by 25 ay, very good, 8. And then, 8 times 25 ay 200. And then, 200 minus 200 becomes 0. So, ang ibig sabihin, ang tamang sagot or ang base na hinahanap natin for this problem is 48. Ito yung kabuuan or ito yung number na binabasehan natin class sa 12 na percentage at saka yung 25%. So, this is the final answer for this problem. Okay. So, we have now our data. No, nakuha na natin ang base ay 48. Yung rate natin, 25% at saka yung percentage natin, 12. Now, let us understand their connection class, no? Para mas maintindihan mo talaga how they are related to one another. Now, for example, we have here 48, di ba? Yung 48 natin, class, gawin natin yung mga number of fruits. No? Meron tayong 48 na prutas lahat. So, that is your base. No? Literally, that is your base. Yan. So, meron tayong apples at meron tayong orange fruits dito. 48 yan lahat. Okay? Now, let us have this percentage na 12. Diba? Yung sinabi natin kapag percentage, galing yan sa ating base na 48. Now, what if yung 12 natin dito ay yung apples? So, bilangin natin yung apples class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, we have here 12 apples. And this represents 12 here as our percentage. So, meron tayong 12 na apples dito, class. And that represents your percentage, di ba? Now, ang base sa ating data dito, lahat-lahat ng yan ay 48. Yan, di ba? Ngayon, yung 12 na to, class, actually part lang siya. Meron pa siyang kasama na number para mabuo ang 48. And that is your number of oranges here. What we are doing here, class, is we apply to our real life situation yung problem na ibinigay for this part. Okay? So, para makuha natin ilan ba talaga yung oranges natin, no need to count each one of it. Okay? All you have to do is to subtract yung total na 48 sa 12. So, 48 minus 12, how much is that? Yes, that's 36. Yan. So, 48 minus 12 is 36. Of course, our 48 here is our base. Ibinigyan ka ng percentage na 12. So, meron ding, para mabuo yung 48, you have another number also that is another part of 48, which is 36, para mabuo nga yung base natin. So, in this case, yung 36 na to, represented by 36 na orange fruits. Okay? Now, pwede rin natin itong gawing percent class or rate. Yung 12 na to class, alam na natin that is 25%. Ito ay represented ng 12 na apples. And then 12 apples represented by 25%. Para mas maintindihan nyo talaga, let us have this illustration. I-relate natin naman ito, yung mga data natin dito sa rate or sa percent naman. Okay? So again, this is percentage and percentage din itong 36. Okay? So we have here 100%. Let us convert 48 here as our base to 100% na rate. Yan. Yung 48 na to class ay automatically 100% yan. Equivalent na yan. Pero, ilan ba yung percent? Yung 12 at saka yung 36. Okay? So, of course, hahatiin natin yung 100%. So, alam natin, okay, this one, of course, that represents 25%, no? Yung 12 na yan, okay, that's 25%. And this one, ilan to? Yes, yung blue naman ay ang 36. So, take note, yung 12 pieces na apples na yan is 25%. That is given already in our data. Pero itong 36 na to, paano natin mako-convert yung 36 into percent? Yes, no need to multiply. Subtract na lang. All you have to do is to subtract 100, kasi 100 nga yung buo na circle na to, i-subtract lang sa 25. Okay, so 100 minus 25 becomes 75%. No? Percent na yan. So, yung ibig sabihin, class, yung 36 na to is represented by 75%. That is equivalent na sa rate. Okay, again, yung 12, equivalent niya is 25%. Yung 36 naman ay equivalent 75%. Ang kabuang rate na yan ay 100%. Ang kabuuan naman dito ay 48, which is base nga. Understood? Okay? So, para mas maintindihan nyo pa yung mga connections ng tatlong ito, you have to watch my previous tutorial on percentage and rate para mas maintindihan nyo pa lalo ang ibig sabihin ng rate at saka yung percentage. Okay, let's have another problem. Mrs. Del spends 3,000 pesos in the supermarket for their monthly consumption, or that is 12% of her monthly family budget. How much is their family budget? So, ang nagastos daw ni Mrs. Del class sa supermarket ay 3,000. Yung 3,000 na yan ay equivalent sa 12% sa total na family budget nila. Ang tinatanong dito, ano ba yung kabuang budget nila sa isang buwan? Okay, let us identify first what are given. We have percentage here, rate, and the base. Of course, our percentage here is 3,000. Parte lang ito sa kabuang monthly budget nila. Yung 3,000 pesos na to ay nag-represent ng 12%. Okay? So, yung 12%, pwede siyang isulat na 0.12. And obviously, our base here is missing. So, para makuha yung base, we will use this formula. P divided by rate. So, let us substitute. Yung B, and then yung P is 3,000 pesos divided by 0.12. Okay? So, let us solve 3,000 divided by 0.12. Again, we cannot manually solve this immediately because our divisor here is decimal. So, we have to make this decimal number to whole number. Paano maging whole number ang 0.12? Siyempre, ililipat natin yung decimal na to, decimal point na to, dito. No? After 2. Diba? Para maging whole number siya. So, ilang decimal place value ang imumove natin para maging whole number yung 0.12? Dalawa. So, that's 1 and then 2. Okay? So, yan. magiging 12 na yan. So, whole number na siya, di ba? Pero kung nag-move tayo to the right ng dalawa, mag-move din tayo to the right sa loob or ang ating dividend. No? Now, so saan makikita yung decimal point ng whole number na 3,000? Yes, dito siya, class. So this time, let us move this also to 2 decimal places to the right. That's 1 and then 2. So of course, malilipat na yung decimal point dyan. Pero, mag-a-add tayo ng 0. Yan. Para hindi confusing, para hindi ka maguluhan, you can write another number here, no, para sa iyong solution. So yung 3,000 na sa loob magiging 300,000 na. And then i-divide natin sa, instead of 0.12, magiging 12 na yan. Okay? Don't worry because kung ano ang makukuha nating quotient dito, same lang yan sa makukuha nating quotient kung gagamitin natin ang original problem natin na 3,000 divided by 0.12. Okay? Now, let us solve 300,000 divided by 12. Dito tayo sa 30 class una mag-solve, no? Para ma-divide sa 12. 30 divided by 12, yes, that's 2. And then 2 times 12 magiging 24 yan. So 30 minus 24 ay magiging, that's 6. So of course, bring down tayo ng isang 0 to make it 60. So 60 na ang i-divide natin. 60 divided by 12. Yes, that's 5. Very good. 5 times 12 ay magiging, correct, that's 60. So 60 minus 60 ay 0. So 0 na, class, and no need na to bring down all of this 0 kasi nga 0 na ang lalabas. So instead of to bring down all the zeros here, you just copy the remaining zeros here sa quotient natin. Yung tatlong ito, no need na to bring down, but you have to copy 3 zeros here. Okay? That's shortcut na, class. So 1, 2, 3. Tatlong 0 na. Automatic. Okay? So ang ibig sabihin, ang final answer natin dito ay 25,000. Ito na yung monthly budget nila Mrs. Del. Okay? Ito yung budget ng kanilang family sa isang buwan. 25,000. Okay, naintindihan nyo, class? So, ang kabuang budget nila ay ito. So, para maintindihan nyo pa, let me illustrate this. Yung 3,000 sa sinabi ko na kanina ay part lang ng 25,000. Okay? That makes it percentage. Yung 3,000 na yan ay ginamit sa pagbili ng mga grocery items sa supermarkets. So, ito yung, class. Yung 3,000 and of course, ang remaining money niya. Okay? Sa 25,000. So, this is 3,000, di ba? So, that's 1, 2, 3, that's 3,000. Of course, meron tayong 25,000 na kabuuan. Paano natin malalaman kung ilan ang natira or magkano na lang ang natirang pera nila Mrs. Del from 25,000 at nabawasan ito ng 3,000? No need na to count this one by one. You have to subtract na lang 25 na kabuuan, which is the base, minus 3,000 will make it 22,000. So, yung base natin ay 25,000, yung percentage natin ay 3,000, at ang isang percentage ay ang 22,000. So, kung i-convert natin ito sa rate or sa percent, of course, yung 25,000 ay equivalent to 100%. How about yung 3,000? 3,000 is, yes, that is 12%. How about yung 22,000? Yes, that's 88%. Okay? So, babasihan natin yung pera nila, monthly allowance is 25,000 and that is 100%. Ang nagastos ni Mrs. Del sa supermarket ay 3,000 and that's equivalent to 12% sa kabuang budget nila sa isang buwan. At ang natirang pera nila ay only 22,000 na lang and that is equivalent to 88%. So I hope, class, you have now the idea, no, about the relationship of the percentage, the rate, and the base. Okay? Okay, again, para mas madali mong matandaan yung mga formula, you can use teach and triangle. Again, this line represents division and this line represents multiplication. So since we are looking here for the base, Then we use base here, and then we use this line, no? And that is division. No, yung P natin, i-divide natin sa R. That's base, percentage, and that's rate. Okay? So I hope you could remember the formula, no? About finding the percentage, the rate, and the base by using this Tichan triangle. That's all for today. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe, everyone.